Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in Washington ahead of a planned address to Congress tomorrow. Netanyahu's visit comes amid tense relations with the Biden administration over Israel's handling of the war in Gaza, while recent legal rulings have damaged Israel's standing on the global stage. Just days ago, the UN's top court ruled that Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories was unlawful and ordered its immediate end. The International Criminal Court is seeking an arrest warrant for Netanyahu over alleged war crimes, charges that he denies. Last night, Netanyahu met with the families of American hostages held by Hamas. The families are criticizing him for failing to secure a hostage deal, but he told them an agreement was near. We're joined now by NBC News international correspondent Raf Sanchez, who's in Tel Aviv. So, Raf, as we mentioned, Netanyahu met with hostage families last night. Were they convinced about what he had to say about a potential deal?
So, Joe, the hostage families, they're not a monolith, they're a broad church, but I can tell you there is widespread and very, very deep frustration that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu does not appear to share the sense of urgency that these hostage families feel. Remember, their loved ones have been in Hamas captivity for nearly 300 days at this point. They want a deal, and they want a deal now. What Netanyahu is saying is that every passing day, the Israeli military is increasing the pressure on Hamas inside of Gaza. It is forcing concessions from Hamas. It is lowering the price that Israel will have to pay for this deal. And he says conditions are ripening for an agreement. But the hostage families point out every passing day, more and more of these hostages are turning out to be dead. They say there is no time to lose. They're also deeply concerned that Netanyahu may only want so-called phase one of this three-phase agreement. So that would be a temporary ceasefire, the release of some hostages, but then the fighting resuming rather than the full agreement, which would see the release of all the hostages in exchange for Israel ending the war and withdrawing from Gaza. And we heard from the family of U.S.-Israeli hostage Hirsch Goldberg Poland yesterday, who said if Netanyahu gets up in front of Congress and ends that speech without announcing a deal to bring the hostages home, the hostages families will consider that speech to be a failure. Jeff.
So, Raf, this is actually Netanyahu's first foreign trip since the war in Gaza started. We know this is a deeply divisive issue for Americans. Protests are planned tomorrow. What is expected from this visit beyond the speech we just talked about? Who is Netanyahu going to meet?
So we do think he is going to meet President Biden later this week, obviously complicated by the fact that the president is recovering from COVID. We also believe he will meet Vice President Kamala Harris, someone who may be increasingly important for the prime minister going forward as the potential nominee for the Democratic Party, the potential next president of the United States. There has been discussion about a possible meeting between Prime Minister Netanyahu and former President Trump. You'll remember the two men were in power at the same time. Trump running an extremely pro-Israel policy out of the White House, but then really turning on Netanyahu when Netanyahu refused to go along with the former president's false claims that he had won the 2020 election. So there's still a lot of friction in that relationship. And if that meeting does happen, it will be interesting to see if those two can patch their relationship up. Jeff.
Raf, it's important we talk about the situation in Gaza this morning. We understand Palestinians have been forced to evacuate Han Yunis again after Israel launched a massive ground and air attack there. What's the latest?
Yeah, so this is the Israeli military sweeping back into Han Yunis, back into Gaza's second city, a city that I've been to on these Israeli military tours. There's very little left of it, Joe. It is already very heavily destroyed. But Israel says Hamas is regrouping there, and so they are going back in. They are ordering residents to leave, including some people who have been staying in the so-called humanitarian zone near the coast. So this is people who left their homes already. They went to a place that Israel said would be safe, and now they are being told to leave once again. The Hamas-controlled health ministry says at least 70 people were killed yesterday. And, Joe, the big picture here is that many, many fear that this is just going to be an endless war in Gaza, with the Israeli military sweeping into these areas, causing more destruction, killing Hamas, pulling out, Hamas regrouping, and then the Israelis going back in again. Joe.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.